This is a stimulus update and daily news report. Got some big breaking news. Joe Manchin comes out again and says that the Build Back Better bill is dead and that there's been no further negotiations. I'll play the video clip reactions from Chuck Schumer, the White House, also AOC asking if people could sleep on Joe Manchin's yacht. The IRS came out with an important announcement regarding stimulus as well as the adult tax credit, how to claim up to $6,700. Today is the last day for the deadline if you wanted to sign up for the $500 monthly checks, which is going out to certain Americans, and I'll give you an inflation report as well as some other important updates as well. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. If you appreciate the fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below. So let's start with the breaking news here. Joe Manchin, key Democrat, says Build Back Better is dead. Saying this again. He said it before. He's saying it again. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'll break it down for you of what's going on. I'll let you know exactly what Joe Manchin says, plus the reaction. So AOC asks whether public housing residents should seek warmth on Senator Joe Manchin's yacht after the senator declared Biden spending plan dead. So the exact tweet and what Joe Manchin said. So Senator Joe Manchin was asked about the Build Back Better plan. His response was, "What Build Back Better bill? I don't know what you guys are talking about." I asked him again if he's had any talks on the matter since December. He said, "No, no, 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 it's dead." So it looks like Joe Manchin says that the Build Back Better bill is dead, but is it? AOC's response to that: seniors, kids, and people with disabilities in my community have been sleeping with bubble jackets on 18-degree nights despite paying rent because the NYCHA funding to fix their heating and capital needs is in the BBB, Build Back Better. Where should I direct them to wait out the cold? Manchin's yacht. So, so is the Build Back Better deal dead? I think it is, but the Democrats have said that they're coming up with something new. We haven't heard of the new rebranding strategy or anything like that. So let's take a look at some of the clips here. So first up is Chuck Schumer talking or responding to this about Manchin's Build Back Better being dead.
Look, there are we're fighting hard for Build Back Better. There are lots of provisions in that bill that are very important, many of which Senator Manchin supports, such as, say, drug pricing. And so we are continuing to work on it, and there are conversations going on between Senator Manchin and different senators right now.
Next up is another quick response from the White House Press Secretary, Jen Psaki, about the Build Back Better bill being dead.
Off the top, Senator Manchin just said that Build Back Better is dead. Was the White House aware that he felt this way, and what's the path forward for some of those Democratic priorities?
Well, as you know, as a policy, we're not going to get into private conversations we have with Senator Manchin or any other senators about this piece of legislation or our efforts moving forward. What I will note, and where there is strong support moving forward across the Democratic caucus, is on taking steps to lower costs for childcare, for health care, for elder care, on making sure that Medicare can negotiate the cost of prescription drugs, and ensuring the tax system is fair. Whatever you call that, there is strong support for that, strong passion for that, a lot of advocacy for that, and there are a lot of members having continued conversations about it.
What are your thoughts on all this between Chuck Schumer and Jen Psaki? They're basically saying that negotiations are still going on. It's not dead, despite Joe Manchin saying it is dead. I don't know what to believe anymore. So moving forward, Scoop, key Senate Democrat considering a scale back of the child tax credit to please Manchin. So one Democrat is coming and saying that maybe the child tax credit should be less. So what Senator Michael Bennett has been at the center of negotiations to revive the child tax credit, which expired December 31st. His openness to concession signals to Manchin he's serious about coming to a compromise. So Bennett told Axios he's amendable to lowering the income limit for the full payment from $150,000 for families and $90,000 for individuals without adding a work requirement. Bennett did not say how much he's willing to reduce the income limit, and so yeah, basically reducing the limit of how much someone would have to make, or the top number they would have to make in order to get the child tax credit. Still working out the details with that. When it comes to the IRS, so IRS letter 6475 can help you claim any extra stimulus cash owed. So if you are owed stimulus money, if you are owed stimulus money, you have to do it yourself unless you contact a tax professional. I know in a lot of different communities they have free centers where you can file taxes. and they help you out, especially if you're a senior. They have areas where they can do that for you. You want to make sure that you know exactly how much money you're owed, and you're going to have to claim it yourself. The IRS is not going to automatically give it to you. So with the letter 6475, which was delivered in late January, it gives details about how much you're owed, what to do about it, and so yeah, you definitely want to hold on to that letter. When it comes to the IRS and announcements, so, EITC Awareness Day. Important changes mean more people qualify for credit that helps millions of Americans. So, this is officially on the IRS website talking about the EITC, the Earned Income Tax Credit, also known as the Adult Tax Credit. Basically, you could get, if you're a single filer, no kids, you could get up to $1,502, which originally before that was $538, thanks to the American Rescue Plan, third stimulus check package. And then if you have kids, let me find the number here. Yeah, so if you have kids, the maximum amount you could get for a married couple filing jointly with 3 or more children is $6,728. That's a lot. That's a lot of money right there for a family of 5. So you could get that the way you do it. So if we look down here, it's going over all the eligibility requirements. So how to claim the EITC. So you're going to have to file your taxes in order to do it, and consult with a professional just to make sure that you're doing it right, but you're going to have to claim this on your own. There's no automatic way that the IRS is going to send you these checks. So be on the lookout for that. Also, IRS put out another announcement. IRS revises FAQs for 2021 child tax credit and advanced child tax credit payments. So they revised a few different questions here. This question, how do I know if I don't qualify for the repayment protection for filers based on the income of 2021? So basically what this is talking about is that if you made more money in 2021 compared to 2020, then you won't be eligible for the entire child tax credit. So that's basically all that's talking about there with the IRS. And then when it comes to universal basic income, whatever happened to Chicago's universal basic income pilot program? So it's been delayed 3 months after the city council okayed what's been touted as the largest such program in the United States, $31.5 million to help 5,000 needy families. Not one $500 a month check has been sent, not one application accepted. So I think I mentioned this a few months ago. This was huge. 5,000 people were going to get $500 monthly checks for 1 year. That was going to be the biggest one. I think the next biggest was Los Angeles at 3,000. So yeah, there's been a lot of delays with that. I guess bureaucratic delays. So the Chicago UBI program is delayed. And then Los Angeles, inside Los Angeles, guaranteed basic income program, biggest in the country. So basically saying that the payments have officially gone out for the Los Angeles one. This is going out to 3,000 households getting $1,000 per month. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Then we have warning, you must apply for monthly $500 payments by tomorrow or risk missing out on cash. So this is another UBI program which is going to give $500 per month to people in Atlanta. So this is done in a partnership with the City and Urban League of Greater Atlanta and will help 300 residents for 12 months. To be eligible, you have to be at least 18 years old, live in Atlanta, and have an income below 200% of the federal poverty line. So if you qualify, if you live in Atlanta and you qualify, or if you know anybody who lives in Atlanta, Georgia, and meet those 3 requirements, you have until today, February 2nd, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to apply for this if you wanted to go for the $500 monthly payments. When it comes to inflation and food prices, inflation policies must deal with impact of rising food prices on the poor. Yeah, poor people are getting hit really, really hard when it comes to the grocery store and food in general, with prices constantly rising. It's a really bad situation. I know they've increased SNAP in a few different places, but what if someone doesn't have SNAP or access to SNAP? Also, there were 4.6 million more job openings than unemployed workers in December. So job openings totally nearly 11 million in December, more than 4.6 million above the total unemployment level, according to the Labor Department. The so-called quits level decline, signaling a slowdown in a trend known as the Great Resignation. Here is a video clip talking more about the jobs market as well as the economy and a few other things.
We are looking ahead to the January jobs report. It will be out this upcoming Friday. As consumer sentiment tumbled to a 10-year low, the Federal Reserve tries to get inflation under control ahead of multiple rate hikes that we are expecting. Last week, we got a read on the core PCE, which is the Fed's preferred inflation measure. December's rise of 4.9% annually, the highest reading since September 1983. Joining me right now is former Reagan economist and the author of Trumponomics, Art Laffer is here. Art, great to see you. Thanks so much for being here. New year, new analysis. How would you characterize where we are on the economy today?
Well, I think we're at a really a precarious position, Maria, I think. I think we might be tipping into a slowdown, and if that happens, that would be really bad for the economy. I don't think inflation is under control yet. If you look at it the last month, there's been a very sharp rise in oil prices. Now, that offsets a very sharp fall previous month, but the two together don't show any improvement in inflation to my way of looking at it. And we don't have any of the basics coming in that could really do a good job. I mean, tax cuts, spending restraint, sound money, all of that is missing. So I'm quite concerned about the next 12 months for the U.S. economy. If you'll remember, the prime interest rate the day Ronald Reagan took office was 21.5%, way above the inflation rate, which was running at 14-15% back then. But if you're going to have a real effect of monetary policy on inflation, you've got to get those interest rates above inflation. Right now, people are paying the government to lend them money to the government. It's crazy. It's wrong. It's bad. The negative interest rate today in the U.S. is about minus 5.5%, and that doesn't make any sense. The Fed should get out of the business of trying to control rates and stop buying government bonds. Just hold their balance sheet fixed.
And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully brighten your day a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, how are you doing? Hi guys, how are you doing? I want to give you 3 things of the tip of the day. So first off, be happy, be grateful, and be humble. And then I want to do one more thing to you. Do the things that you want to do in a lifetime. Guys, you guys can do whatever you want, at least if you want to do it. Because I'm here for you, you guys like us, and my dad wants to say hi, so we're gonna move on. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your support. If you like these type of videos, subscribe, share it with somebody, spread the information. I only like to share the truth, show you the articles, exactly where it comes from, the news that I'm sharing with you. So yeah, if you like that, subscribe, like it, comment, all that good stuff. If you want to check out my latest videos, my other channels, I have 2 active channels at the moment, Wise Buys and Wise Vibes. You could click up here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.